They determine that because they have a metric that you don't have to determine that. It's like we don't know what the fuck is supposed to be. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting from them. You feel me? Like, I truly don't. And that was my thing with my argument. I was standing on clouds. Because if you get in that office and they like, well, what do you want? Well, I don't know. It's like, we don't even know what we're supposed to be getting, but they're giving us something. So my thing is like, we start with gratitude and we get to grow that conversation because I really don't know what the we supposed to be getting for a stream. I don't know what that is worth. If you make $10 billion and this only contributed three they only streamed your 3 times.
Right.
Out of this 10 billion, what percent I'm supposed to get at?
Right.
That number would be so fucking long.
They gotta, yeah. And see, so that's where that's the bait and the hook thing, because that's the argument they're gonna use on the people that don't got no. Some people would even argue that Spotify or someone uploaded a bunch of audio to Spotify to skew those numbers. They said there's some certain amount of millions of songs on Spotify under 2 plays or something like that.
Under like 1,000.
Yeah, some shit like that, under 1,000.
Yeah.
So there has to be a metric that under the market share value, y'all get this much. But there's a different conversation for somebody moving 20,000 people there on a Tuesday. 50,000 people there on a Wednesday.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And again, I think there's some respect due. There's some tailor-made suits.
And you know
need to
what's
be
crazy?
made.
There are different conversations for those people.
That's what I was telling you about Drake.
When you start, if you do DistroKid, TuneCore, some of the like more starter distro, I don't want to call them starter because they got foot in the game,
Right.
but they're starter in terms of like industry. The royalty rate is lower. Because you're in a starter sector. Then you can move up to certain distros like Avidia, Command Shift, Audio Salad. The rate is a bit higher. Like there with Merlin, their rate is a bit different.
Okay.
The royalty gets higher.
That's good game.
And then if you go into the Universal, the system who do actual business with them, the rate is higher. So that does happen. As you grow, you're able to scale up in forms. But like I say, we still know no finite number. We don't, like
what can you do with a million people though? You know what you do with.
Listen, 1 million streams don't mean you got 1 million people.
Right. Let's give it 10%.
And I'm playing a playlist, and your shit just come on a playlist, and I'm jumping rope. I ain't saying I'm just listening. You ain't got me as no fan. You ain't win me over. That's a passive listen.
Right. That's a totally different thing.
It though.
Right.
If I came here to listen to Drake and they play your next. and I'm just you don't have a fan. You gotta listen.
Right.
And we like those are 2 different things.
Totally. And so that's the thing I'm saying though. But we also are playing a numbers game. So what if we go 10%? So if we say there's 1 million plays, can we get 100,000? Can we get 80,000?
It's 1. I literally
10,000.
I literally built the metric. When I was early on, I was trying to tour with the homies, and I was trying to base it off streamings. Like we'd have a certain amount of listeners in the city, and I'd be like, "Oh, we could do that amount of people," and then literally 1% of that, half of 1% of that really shows up in physical form. It's like if it's 200,000 people there, you're not going to bring out 200,000.
Right,
You'll probably bring out 1%. So I start building my touring data based on 1 to 5%. So anytime I go to a market, I know what size venue I need to book. So when you start looking at that, it's like you got 1 million streams. You may have got then 1% of that, right? 1 million streams, 1% of that may be a fan. That's only 10,000 people. 1% may be a fan.
Right.
That's 10,000 people.
Right.
You feel me?
But look what you could do with 10,000 people.
Yeah.
You can make more than 3,500. You feel me?
That's extra. So since you have 10,000 people now, I'm giving you 3,500 for this million, and you got 10,000 people you can monetize. Go make your money.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
You feel me?
What do you think about Kanye West going #1 independent?